Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I went on Facebook and I asked everybody to send me their questions, any problems they're dealing with in their life, and now I'm going to give them some advice. So thank you so much to everybody who sent in their questions. I'm going to do my best to give you some advice and help you out. So let's get started. So my first question is from Tony. Now Tony says, when I'm home alone, should I pee with the door open or closed? Great question, Tony. I say pee with the door open all the time. Don't be ashamed of your body. Okay, next question. Dear Kat, I have a coworker who has this hairstyle that really doesn't suit her. She thinks she looks good in bangs, but who is she kidding? She's not Anna Wintour. How can I nicely tell her that she needs to change her hair? P.S. The girl is you. You don't pull off those bangs. Love, Gabriel. Rude. Next question. Okay, hey Kat. I have a friend who ahs after every sip of her coffee. Oh my god, it is the most annoying thing ever. Please, what can I say to her so she will quit this annoying habit? I don't want to hurt her feelings, but it really bugs me. P.S. It's you. Love, Gabriel. Okay, you know what? This is for serious questions only, okay? This is not an opportunity for you to tell me all the things you don't like about me, okay? Come on. Let's see. Dear Kat, I need your advice. Actual serious stuff. Okay, thank you. This is from my friend Grace out in Vancouver. Let's see what problem she's dealing with. Okay, this is a two-part question. 1. I ate an entire box of arrowroot cookies last weekend. You know, the kind for babies. What can I do to reverse the effects? 2. Every time I go to Shoppers, I end up spending way more than I intended on things I didn't know I needed, like arrowroot cookies. I am a sucker for those damn points. What can I do to avoid this from happening? Okay, great question. Thank you, Grace. I say, why stop at one box of cookies? Have two, have three. And then if you've watched my previous video, my makeup tutorial, you know that you can use your optimum points to buy makeup. So after you've eaten all these cookies, just get some contour or some bronzer and contour your face. No one will be able to tell that you ate all those cookies because you'll still look skinny. So there you go, you're welcome. Okay, next question. Dear Miss Advisor, thanks Mom. Okay, my husband has a problem, but he does not believe it's a problem. Perhaps you can help us. He has an issue with nose hair. He always has it growing out of his nose and it grosses me out. When I politely ask him to please trim it, I even purchased him a handy dandy electric nose trimmer, he claims it is a natural bodily function and the only person it bothers is me and no one else seems to be bothered by it. Please help me. Okay, so shortly after I got this message, I got another one from E. And E says, I need your advice. My friend, who also happens to be a woman, who also happens to be my wife, who also happens to be your mother, is obsessed with my nasal hair. Is this normal? I thought nasal hair was natural. And sorry, Mom, I'm gonna have to agree with Ed here. Nasal hair is natural, and to be honest, you're probably gonna be getting your own nasal hair situation soon too. And knowing Ed, he will be okay with it and he will love you no matter what. So I'm sorry, I think you're just gonna have to deal with the nose hair. Next question. Where are we? Okay, here we go. So I don't want to deal with my manipulative mom, but now she's texting my spouse and she made him go shopping with her. Not only that, he has to see her next week again to set up a smart TV. I'm afraid she's going to start using my spouse as a personal assistant. Sincerely, don't want to deal. Okay, well, have you ever met anyone who says, yeah, my mom is totally normal and not crazy, we get along great? No, no one is like that. Every mom is crazy. So unfortunately, don't want to deal, you're just gonna have to deal. Next question is from my friend Mike. So Mike says, hey Kat, I know you work at Starbucks, so I'm wondering what is a good way to ask out someone who works at a coffee shop. I go to this coffee shop every day and I can't tell if the barista is flirting with me or if she is just being nice because she has to be nice to everybody. Okay, that's a great question. And there are two ways you can go about this. So the first is you just go up to the person and you say, hey, I think you're really cute. Here's my number. Give me a call if you would like to hang out sometime. That's the first way. The second way is you go to the coffee shop every day, you're going for months, and you slowly build a rapport with this person. You eventually get to know their name, they learn your name, you make small talk, you learn a little bit about the person. Maybe you learn like what their favorite type of music is. So after months of going to this coffee shop, you say, hey, you said you like this type of music, I know this band, add me on Facebook and I can give you this link. So you add them on Facebook and you send them the link, but that wasn't really what you were trying to do. Now you can creep them on Facebook. So you can find out if they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You can go back years and years and years and see what kind of person they're into. Are you their type? You've hit the jackpot. Okay. So you have them on Facebook, but it's not clear. You've spent hours and hours and hours and days creeping their profile, but you can't tell if they're in a relationship. It's everything is so vague. It's crazy. It's like, if you're in a relationship, just put it on your Facebook page so everybody can see. Why are you so secretive? I don't know. So anyway, so you decide to just go for broke. So you have a party and you invite them to the party. So, they can see you outside of the coffee shop and they know that you're like this super chill person, right? But you invite them on Facebook so that way you can't get rejected right to your face. So anyway, you have this party and you invite them on Facebook and they come. But okay, so here's the key thing. When they come, don't talk to them right away, okay? You want to be talking to really cool people, like they're laughing at your jokes, oh my god, you're having so much fun, you're having drinks, whatever. And they see you and they're like, oh my god, Kat is so, or whoever, like Mike is so cool, like whatever, it could be anybody. And so it's like a few hours later and finally you're like ready to go talk to them. So you look all across the room and then you see they're making out with your roommate. So then it's like a month later and your roommate's like, hey, sorry, you have to leave, like this person is moving in and we don't want you here. So you're like, well, where am I gonna go? I don't have anywhere else to live. This is Toronto, it's like really expensive. So you're like living in your car and yeah, if anyone knows of any like places to live right now in Toronto, just please let me know in the comments below. So yeah, okay, thanks Mike. Okay, so I've saved my favorite question for last. This one, they really want to be anonymous, so I'll just give them a fake name. I'll call him J. Shermack. Okay, so J. Shermack says, about a year and a half ago, my friend bought his first car, an older car from the 90s. We were driving around and I accidentally ripped the recliner handle off the side of his passenger seat when I was trying to adjust it. It came off easily with almost no force, so it was subtle. I forced the end of the handle back into the hole in the side of the seat, but it was definitely still broken, and as far as I know, my friend never noticed. The next time we hung out, he told me that our mutual friend had ripped off the handle of his passenger seat when they were driving. The mutual friend owned up to doing it. I never said anything to either of them about me being the initial ripper. The passenger seat of my friend's car is now permanently reclined in an angle I would describe as hyper chill. For the last year and a half, anytime the three of us are in his car, the incident is brought up and the mutual friend is always chastised for ripping off the handle. As far as I know, no one knows it was actually me. Am I good, or do I need to own up to it? You're good. You are scot-free. You do not need to own up to this. If anything, I would say you can further damage the car and blame it on the friend. Damage his house. I mean, he now has a reputation of damaging people's property. So you can just blame whatever you want on this person. So, okay. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I've really impressed myself with my amazing advice. People say all the time I'm like, a cross between the Dalai Lama and Oprah. I get that all the time. So if you have any more questions you want me to answer, please leave them in the comments or send me a message. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.